Alright, what's up? We're Chromeo. We've been best friends since high school, and this is my friend Dave One.
Hi, this is my friend P Thug. He plays all the synthesizers and the keyboards. And before we started doing Chromeo, he used to sell didgeridoos out of the back of his car. It's absolutely true, by the way, what I'm saying. It's not even a lie. It's the truth.
I was playing guitar in the band, and the other guy was playing drums. And then Dave came in, and he knew how to play the guitar. He was better than me, so I got demoted to bass. And that became my instrument. And that's how we met, basically.
I think that there's no such thing as a bass player. I think every bass player is just a guitar player that got demoted. Like, you think really Paul McCartney was like, I'm gonna play the bass? Like,
Well, I don't know.
I don't think so. Moving on. And then I met Tiga. He was a big electronic DJ in Montreal, and we had this record store together. I was like the hip-hop kid or whatever, and he started playing me electronic music that I really liked. And I was like, wow, this is not all like trance. I didn't know anything. I thought it was like, I had a very narrow-minded view of electronic music. Anyways, so I was like, this is a good idea. So we started experimenting with electronic music, and that's how Chromeo came about. Through trial and error, and then I decided I was going to sing. Well, P decided I was going to sing.
Basically. It's the same story as Barry White.
Yeah, we did demos, and I
did demos with his voice, and I was like, "You're good." And then we kept the takes.
He never told me I was good, by the way.
I said you're good. I tell you now.
Yeah.
Every time I hear this groove, it makes me want to move.
To do the track listing for mix CDs, we have a very organized method that we follow.
Yeah. Everyone has a role.
Yeah, everyone in the staff of two has a role. Basically, P goes and scours the city of Montreal for records. Maybe you want to tell us about that process?
I go to a lot of weird guys' houses, basements.
Weird guys.
Listen to records. Yeah. Listen to records. If I don't find what I want, I go to the stores, which are, more expensive, but...
For this project, we narrowed it down to sort of like, we didn't want it to be like drum machine, kind of what we call Jericho funk. We wanted something a little more musical, a little more orchestrated, something. We usually have a strict policy against live drums in funk music, but this time...
We let some things slide this time. Yeah.
No, so P gets all these records, and then he sent me zip folders, and then I go through all the records.
I do MP3s, I send him a zip file.
And then I choose. I chose a couple of the songs.
I get attached to the,
maybe the Alan Parsons ones. I put in a couple of requests, but it was really like, 80% of it was just like a bunch of records P found. I edited it down. Then we submitted the track listing, and we saw what would get cleared. It was very hard for a lot of songs.
The one he found was Val Young.
Yeah, Val Young.
Yeah.
Carmen. Was me. I chose maybe 3 or 4, and then the cover was my idea, but and then it was hard to get clearance. There's a couple of songs on there that like they couldn't even find who owned the copyright.
Yeah. Like
there's going to be like a basically like a note like, whoever owns this, holler at us, we owe you $500 or whatever it is, but like there are songs we couldn't figure out who. But the team worked really hard, and then there ended up being a French Quebec theme to the record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Soupir, Pierre Perpal, Diantel, France Jolie.
Yeah.
That's all Quebec stuff.
Yeah. So that was fun. Quebec funk, folklore.
Yeah.
From our hometown. Trevor Jackson is the first person to remix Chromeo.
Yeah.
And when he did that, he had just put out his playgroup album, and
which we were fans of.
Yeah, we were huge fans of. And I remember when the single #1 came out, Tiga sent us an email and was like, hey, finally I heard something,
That sounds like you guys, yeah.
yeah, aside from, Daft Punk Discovery. He's like, finally there's something that's...
And Phoenix.
Yeah, that's another record, because back then, eclectic dance music or electronic music, I mean, there's so little people doing it, aside from like Electro Clash and all that. So Trevor came out with that song Number One, which was like a funky electro number. Yeah. And it's sort of what we wanted to do. And then his album, we're huge fans of. His artwork, everything about him, and he really understood our music. We became friends with him, and we've hung out with him in London a few times since then. So we asked him to do the artwork as a complete long shot. I wrote the email to him and I prefaced it like, here's a shot in the dark. Who knows, just in case, in life things happen. We don't know why they happen. Anyways, and then he wrote back like 2 seconds later like, I'll do it. And he did it in 3 days. I didn't know the song until recently, to be honest. Actually.
No, we knew the song.
I didn't really know it.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
No, I swear. I was getting...
I grew up every morning, every night with my father or my grandfather taking me to school. There was this one radio station in Montreal that had soft rock. Yeah. So I remember that song from that station.
I didn't know it.
Yeah.
I didn't know it. I was getting my hair cut in March. And then they were playing it in the hair salon along with other Eagles songs I knew, but I didn't know this one. And so I was like, oh, that's fun. That'd be a fun song to cover. And for the exclusive song on the DJ Kicks, we wanted to do something that didn't announce the direction of our next album. Right. And that wasn't going to drop any hints as to what we're doing. So we wanted to do something completely different. People usually do that for B-sides, but we never have enough songs to even put something on a B-side. So this was like, let's make a B-side. It took us 3 months to get it together, but we did the song pretty fast. It was fun for me. I had to sing like in a higher register, and it was the first time we did a cover, in fact.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah. Oh, also, about I Can't Tell You Why, sorry. We used a drum machine that's very meaningful to Hall & Oates fans, such as us.
Yeah. Got a lot of comments on Twitter about that.
Do you want to tell them what the drum machine is?
It's a CR78 by Roland.
Yeah.
It's the ancestor of the most known 808. It's a really cool drum machine. It's a drum machine that Hall & Oates used on about half of their songs.
Half of their big hits, that's for sure.
Everything.
Baby, I don't know what I should do about you. You sure make me feel like loving you. You sure do. Come on, baby.
Our favorite DJ kick is, well,
Our favorite cake.
Our favorite kick. Well, there's many, but one of our favorite ones would be probably the Trevor Jackson, the Hot Chip, the Tiga.
Tiga one's good.
Older but good.
The Kruder and Dorfmeister one's amazing.
Yeah.
The Trevor one is big because he put House of Jealous Lovers on there, and it was like, I just remember when that came out, and that sound became such a huge sound afterwards, and he broke that song. So that's our favorites. The Tiga's good, the Kruder and Dorfmeister is good. Ours, hopefully, will be well received. And the two hip-hop kids who once were salivating because 30 seconds of their remix was on the DJ Kicks ended up doing their own.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. I'm gonna cry. Can we cut?